Have you ever really stopped to think about the incredible power our words hold? I'm not just talking about what we say, but the how. Well, today we're going to dive into a real masterclass on the art of speaking. And our teacher? It's none other than one of the most revered figures from the epic Ramayana, Lord Hanuman. And right at the outset, I want to be really clear. All of the profound insights we're about to explore, they're based on the brilliant analysis of Sri Gurumanchi Rajendra Sharma. So what we're really doing today is exploring his incredible wisdom on the topic.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever been stuck in a conversation that feels like, I don't know, a suspense movie, but not in a good way? You know what I mean, right? Someone's telling a story and they just keep dragging it out. The suspense is killing you, but instead of feeling thrilled, you're just getting more and more anxious, just waiting for them to get to the point.
Well, here's where things get really fascinating. According to Sanatana Dharma, that feeling, it's not just some small social pet peeve. It's actually seen as a sign of, believe it or not, untrained speech. The whole idea is that if your words are causing anxiety or fear or just agitation in the person listening, that's actually a failure of communication. It's a sign that we're not being disciplined with this incredible gift of speech we have. Okay, so what's the fix? Well, the ancient texts give us this amazing framework, a real discipline for our words. It's a concept called Vangmaya Tapas. Vangmaya Tapas, it literally means the austerity of speech. I mean, just think about that for a second. It's telling us to treat our words not just as, casual things we throw around, but with the same seriousness and focus and discipline as a deep spiritual practice. It's all about mastering our speech, not just letting words fall out of our mouths without a second thought. And this is where Sri Gurumanchi Rajendra Sharma really illuminates things for us. He points us directly to the source of this wisdom, a single powerful shloka from the Bhagavad Gita. It goes, Anudvega-karam vakyam, satyam priya-hitam Svadhyayabhyasanam chaiva, vang-mayam tapa uchyate. It's just incredible when you think about it. That one verse, it contains the entire formula for perfect speech. So let's actually break that down, because it's brilliant. The shloka gives us 4 pillars for mindful speech. The first one is Anudvega-karam. Basically, your words shouldn't stir up anxiety or distress. Easy enough, right? Second, satyam. They have to be truthful. Can't argue with that. Third, and this one is so key, priya-hitam. Your words should be both agreeable and beneficial. So it's not about just saying sweet things for the sake of it. The words have to be pleasant, but also genuinely for the listener's welfare. And last but not least, Svadhyayabhyasanam. Our speech should be grounded in the wisdom of the scriptures. Okay, so that's the theory. It sounds great, right? But what does it actually look like in practice? Well, for the absolute perfect case study, we're going to look at the ultimate master of Vangmaya Tapas, Lord Hanuman. I mean, his communication skills were so legendary they earned praise from Lord Rama himself. All right, I want you to really picture this scene. Hanuman has just gotten back from this impossibly dangerous mission to Lanka. The entire Vanara army, think Angada, Jambavan, all of them, they're just waiting. They've missed their deadline. Their whole mission, maybe even their lives, are hanging by a thread. Can you just imagine the tension in the air? Every single mind there is screaming the same question. Did he find Sita? Now, let's be honest. How would most of us deliver the news? We'd probably launch right into our own story, wouldn't we? Oh man, you will not believe the journey I had. I had to fight all these demons, and Lanka is this insane fortress. We'd built up the drama, to make ourselves the hero of the story. But that's the anxiety-inducing way. Hanuman, he did the exact opposite. He chose empathy over ego. He lands, and the very first thing out of his mouth are 2 simple, unbelievably powerful words. Drishta Sita. Seen has been Sita. Boom. Just like that. With that single phrase, he wasn't just giving them a piece of information. He was literally administering an antidote to their collective terror. He wiped out their single biggest anxiety before saying another word. And this just shows his genius, right? First, he totally gauged his audience. He didn't just see a bunch of faces, he understood their psychological state, which was pure, uncut anxiety. Second, he prioritized the one message that mattered most. And third, because of that, he gave them immediate relief. He completely calmed their minds before launching into any of the details of his epic adventure. That is Anudvega-karam, non-agitating speech in its absolute purest form. But what's truly remarkable is that he used the exact same principle, but completely adopted the message for his next audience, Lord Rama. He knew instinctively that Rama's worries were going to be different. They were way more personal, way more profound. So when he got to Rama, He didn't just repeat Drishta Sita, no way. He anticipated Rama's deepest, most painful questions. Is she safe? Is she healthy? Has she been harmed? So his report was perfectly tailored. He said, I have seen the goddess. She is safe, she is healthy, and, crucially, she is steadfastly upholding her pativratya, her chastity. He hit every single one of Rama's potential fears right out of the gate.
So what's the big takeaway from this whole masterclass from Lord Hanuman? It's a simple idea, but it's absolutely profound. It's about shifting our perspective. We have to learn to speak for our listener, not just for ourselves.
You see, true communication, the kind that's actually effective and compassionate, it's not about telling your story or making yourself look good. It's about empathy. It's about just taking that one extra second to think about the psychological state of the person you're talking to, and then picking your words specifically to bring them clarity and relief and peace. And that really leaves all of us with a powerful question to think about, doesn't it? The next time you have to share some important news, whether it's good or bad, whose state of mind are you going to put first? Your own need to tell your story, or their need for clarity and peace of mind? That's a powerful thought to leave you with, and it feels like the perfect moment to remember, once again, that this entire masterclass on communication, this incredible insight using the wisdom of Lord Hanuman, all of it was originally articulated by Sri Gurumanchi Rajendra Sharma. It's been a privilege to explore his work with you today. Thank you for joining me.